Once upon a time, in a lush and vibrant forest, there lived a young bear named Benny. Benny was a small bear with soft, golden fur and bright, curious eyes. He lived with his family in a cozy den tucked away beneath the shade of a towering oak tree. Benny was not like other bears. While his siblings enjoyed rough-and-tumble games, he preferred reading books about adventures and faraway lands. His family couldn't understand why Benny didn't want to join them in their bear games, but they loved him just the same. One sunny morning, as Benny was reading a particularly exciting story about a daring explorer, he heard a distant cry for help. It was the voice of a small rabbit named Rosie. She had gotten herself stuck high up in a tree, and she was too scared to climb down. Without hesitation, Benny closed his book and rushed to the scene. He looked up at the tall tree and thought, "I may not be the biggest or the strongest bear, but I can be brave." Benny tried to climb the tree, but his paws were too big, and he kept slipping. He didn't give up though. He found a long, sturdy stick nearby and used it to create a makeshift ladder for Rosie to climb down. With shaky paws, Rosie slowly descended, and when she finally reached the ground, she hugged Benny tightly. "Thank you, Benny. You're my hero," Rosie exclaimed. Benny blushed, feeling a warm sense of pride. He had never been called a hero before, and it felt wonderful. Word of Benny's bravery spread throughout the forest, and soon all the animals knew about his heroic deed. The forest creatures admired Benny for his kindness and courage, and he became a beloved figure among them. Over time, Benny continued to help those in need. He rescued a lost squirrel, helped a family of birds build a new nest, and even shared his books with others. Benny's courage and kindness made him the bravest bear in the forest, not because of his strength, but because of his big heart. One day, as Benny was reading a story about a far-off land, he realized something. He didn't need to read about adventures in books anymore. He was living his own adventure right here in the forest, helping his friends and making a difference in their lives. And so, Benny the brave bear lived happily ever after, not as the biggest or the strongest bear, but as the bear with the bravest heart of all. He taught everyone that it's not the size or strength that matters most but the kindness and courage within. And whenever someone needed help in the forest, they knew they could count on Benny, the little bear with the biggest heart.